Hello everybody! Trying to get comfy on this damn rickety chair. Hello and welcome to my channel. I am Maddire memory maker. If you are new here, hello, welcome. We are going to be making another junk journal today. However, it is going to be another one of my monster book series, Maddire's monster books. So I have made I've made two already. I did my own interpretation of the Monster Book of Monsters from Harry Potter, which has sold. I was so happy the day that journal sold because the girl who bought it was absolutely in love with it. So awesome. It was huge. It was a massive A4 chunky journal. I wonder if I've got some photos. Maybe I can put some here. Anyway, so there's that. I also made another one using real sand from a local beach. Don't tell anybody. No, I'm kidding. No, it was my sand. Don't worry. It was my own sand. But yes, so this other journal that I made right here is called Eddie. And I love him so much. I think he is so cool. I don't know why. I feel like I named him Eddie because I was watching Venom. And you know how he's like, Eddie? I just love that so much. So that was the inspiration behind the name. Completely irrelevant to Venom, the actual, movie. But I just loved it so much. So he's got a whole bunch of eyes on him. Now I only make one journal of one kind, you know what I mean? Like I only make the one journal once. I never make the same journal twice. However, I have a whole bunch of these little eyeballs that I was given. So I want to use them to make another monster journal, a little bit similar to Eddie, but not quite. I'm going to be using skin. I'll show you what I mean. Come along to the craft table. To the craft table. You guys were probably shite in your panties when I said skin, but this is pretty close. It's pretty cool. I call these skins. Now, I love making these. They're really quite fun and very easy as well. How freaking... Hang on, just bear with me. Oh my god. How cool is this? You're probably thinking, what the hell is that? Okay, so it's actually like a napkin. It is a napkin and I've covered it in glue, right? And coffee. And when you do that, it stays, like you can keep as many like bumps in it as you want. I love a lot of texture, so I did that. Super lovely. I love it. It's so fun to touch. Ah, so nice. And I've got so much of it because I had a whole bunch of huge tissue papers and things like that. You can do it with other colors. This was like an Aldi bag, which is random, but so you can see like a bit of like a color on here. There's like a little logo that's kind of imprinted on there. But how cool is this? So I want to make, oh my god, like look at that. If that does not look like a ball sack, no, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking. I just had to make a little joke. Alright, so I just love this so much though. Like, how cool would this be for a monster? Oh my god. I love it. I love it so much. Now, my wonderful mumsy gave me a whole bunch of these eyeballs. So I don't know how many I'm going to use. They actually look really cool. Like... I'll try and put them, oh my god, my cat. I'll try and stick them on my hand so you guys can sort of see. There looks to be pears. I could be wrong, but there, oh shit. There looks to be some pears. So that's kind of cool. I don't know about you guys, but I think that's really awesome. Oh shit. I think that's really cool. Anyway, so there's our eyeballs. I don't know how many I'm going to use. But I want to make a skin monster with some eyeballs. I don't know, you know? How cool. So, let's think a little bit. Okay, so hopefully you guys can sort of see the design that I have. I want to make like a bit of a book of shadows kind of thing. I picked through the eyes. It actually turned out there was, some of them had 4 and others only had 2. So these ones had 4. So I thought I would do a brown and a blue vibe and have my eyes something like this. in a circle formation. So I have got, let me show you, let me zoom out as much as I can. I'm so sorry that it's a bit hard to kind of see what we've got going on here because it's such a big book. This is, I think, a little bit bigger or maybe a little bit smaller actually than A4. So it's going to be a large journal, but it's going to be very, very fun. This is an old storybook cover that I've just reinforced with a new spine. And then I have gone and stuck down my box board cutouts that I want to have because I want it to be raised. So the idea is if I move this to be about here for you guys to kind of see, the idea for the eyes is to do something, oops, like it is. Okay, so something like that. That was what I've kind of envisioned. And these are going to be reinforced, stuck down. I'm going to be using a mixture between our beautiful skin and also some leather. I'll show you the leather that I'm thinking of using. So I have this, which is so nice, that I'm going to coat a lot of my corner pieces in. But the only problem is it's a super pain in the ass to stick down. So I'm going to have to like sew it, I think, onto these pieces. So one of the other things I want to do is I want to use this little knife and I want to cut out this diamond shape from my box board because I want to put a key in the middle. Something cool, you know, because it's like a book of shadows. So I want to make it like, you know, I don't know. I just want to play around. Oh shit, am I doing the right line? I can't see what I'm doing. I hate using these X-Acto knives. They're not X-Acto, okay? They are hard. It never cuts on the right fucking lines. Oh, excuse my French. I'm so sorry. I just really hate these stupid knives, but this is just like not going to be able to be cut out with scissors. And I barely got through it. Ah, come on. Oh, you're kidding. Okay, that is now done. All right, we can grab our thingy-mabobbies back again. I need to cover this cover with our fabric. Now, as you know, we're going to be sticking this down, however, it is transparent. So what I want to do is stick black. I'm just going to stick some black fabric over it. That way it still has that beautiful coffee and it's just going to be like a really dark, but not too dark. You know what I mean? Like, look at that. How gorgeous is that? Love it. Okay. So I'm going to glue this down. Okay, so I have pre-cut out, but I haven't glued on these corner pieces. Now this is going to have the leather on it like so, on each of these corner pieces. And then I have this massive, I guess you could say diamond ring, I suppose, that is going to go sort of like this, but this one's going to have the skin on it. So I need to do the skin cut out for this and glue that on, and then glue these on as well. So let's just glue on our pieces so we have that over and done with. Now this is going to take quite a lot of glue because this is like a felt, so it's going to require a little bit to stick it down. That's why I also wanted to do the black fabric as well, because that will help give it something else to kind of stick to. Really want to make sure I get to all of those edges like this. Now, even with glue, I know for a fact that this is not going to stick this type of material down. So I'm going to have to sew around the edges. And I'm thinking of using like a white, maybe, or even a black, either way, wax string of some sort, if I can find some in my collection, and do a blanket stitch around this. So I'm going to press that down as hard as I can. Oh dear. Praying for the best right now. I'm going to have to leave it sit underneath something really, really heavy overnight, and then I will be able to stitch tomorrow when hopefully it's glued down to some degree. That's looking pretty darn good though. I'm pretty happy with that. Okay, cool. So, like I said, we're going to put that aside under something very heavy. I'm going to zoom ahead now and do all of my small pieces like so. And then we're going to get onto our skin. Now it's time to glue down our skin onto our cover. So again, we're going to need quite a lot of glue coming in, but I'm so excited. I have gone and pressed down those other pieces with some heavy novels, so they're going to stay like that overnight, and hopefully by the morning they will be nice and dry to the point where I can actually sew on them and have it stay, and then we'll be able to glue them onto our cover. But for right now, let's do everything we can for tonight and then come back tomorrow and see how we go. Okay, and now that I've got the glue there, ooh, oh my god, the texture is freaking amazing. This is so cool. It feels so awesome. Oh, I'm in love. This is so cool. This is going to be a really awesome grimoire, or like book of shadows, whatever you want to use it for, but it's going to be so freaking cool. I am excited as heck to finish this journal and see the end result. Oh my god. I can't help it, you guys. Like, can you see the beauty of this? Holy dooly Julie. It's very sticky because the glue has come through onto the other side. All a part of the process, not to worry. This is exciting. Look at how gorgeous that is. It's like a sky. Like, I'm trying to get it in the light so you can sort of see all the veins. Oh, that's why I call it skin. I don't know. I'm in love. I'm in love. All right, this definitely needs to be set to dry because it's so sticky. Oh my goodness. Now time for this little oval. Oh, and what am I talking about? Circle. I don't know my shapes. Okay, let's glue him nice and good. Okay, and then we want to lay over our... Now, because it is a circle, we need to cut little slits. I take a bit of that excess off, that's a bit much. But we need to cut little slits in the sides so that way we can glue it down properly. Okay, so now we are going to quickly put on this last eyeball. Dun, 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 dun. And then obviously let this dry overnight as well. I might put something heavy on it too, just to make sure these eyeballs stick down really good. I'm thinking I might use some textured paste and put around so you got like a little bit of like a maybe eyelid, but then I don't really want to change the color of this, so I'm not really sure how I'm going to go about doing that. But for now, at least, the eyeballs are on, and this glue should stick it really nicely as well. This is so cool. Oh my god. Okay, so I just finished doing a blanket stitch around each of my pieces, including my corners. Let's see what it looks like with our cover. Okay, so here is our cover. Now this is not obviously stuck on or anything, but at least it's nice and dry. Let's lay that flat so we can kind of see. I'm going to turn it so it's like this. This is really hard for you guys to kind of see, but this is how the book... Oh my gosh, this is looking really cool already. Okay, alright. So it's going to be like that. This is a really cool book already. So these are our corner pieces that we are going to have to glue on. So it's going to be like this. Can you guys see that? And then I want to stick like a key in the middle here. That was my plan. So I don't know how we're going to stick these down though. They're pretty thick, very raised. I'm going to have to use a really, really strong adhesive, but oh my god. Okay, I'm thinking of gluing these down now. Now, this might be a little bit extreme, but I'm gonna use liquid nails because I have liquid nails laying around and I really want this book to like never come apart. So I'm gonna be using that because it's very, very thick. Very thick.
Very thick.
Extreme measures for extreme girls. My daughter's getting really upset right now because she's trying to draw on something that she shouldn't be and it's not working out for her. Oh dear. And we're very sick at the moment, unfortunately. My daughter has a really runny nose and like a cough and she's given it to me. I have a sore throat now and a bit of a runny nose, so I'm not looking forward to that. I really hope that I don't get any sicker, but we will see. The reason why I have liquid nails is because I'm doing a project. I'm making a mirror out of an oil painting that I've done, so I'm gonna need liquid nails for that. So this just came in perfect timing, honestly. Okie dokie guys, I have made a decision, okay? So I wanted to stick something inside of here and around the edge here and then even around the edges of my corner pieces. However, I've decided that I'm gonna go away from the idea of teeth. I think it would look so cool, but I come up with a better name for this guy. He's gonna be called Pebbles and I'm gonna actually put rocks all inside here and then around the edges. That is the plan, but before I do any of that, I want to actually take this book, open it up, because we still haven't glued down our interior. I've got a whole bunch of coffee stained pages and things like that for our signatures that we've got to put together. So let's do that. Let's glue down our fabric. I went with this beautiful mossy green. It's got some stuffs on it I gotta pick off, but I love this mossy green, and this will also go really well with the fact that his name is Pebbles. So it's like the bottom of a pond, you know what I mean? Kind of a vibe, but he's also a skin monster and he's got leather. I don't know, he's just freaking so cool and cute. So I want to glue this down now, and then we are going to sew in our signatures together. Got my trusty gloopy gloopy glue, and I just lather that on like so. Okay, let's lay down this side first. Whoop. I did cut this so it's a little bit bigger, so that way it can be kind of like stretched out a little bit. Just press you down like that. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so freaking excited. All right, let's go to the center now. We've got to glue our spine part. Okay, now we can press down this other side. All right, get into that crevice. Spread them out like this. Oh, we did it. Okay. Now, I do need to trim off like a little bit of the excess. Obviously, you can see there's hangover, so let's fix that. So I also really want to add some pockets onto the interior of this cover. So I've made these little fabric triangles. We're going to have one on either side. So I'm just going to go ahead now and glue those bad boys in. Just want to dab those little edges there. Like this. And now we can lay it down. Pressing. Pressing, pressing, pressing. Okay, I'm going to go do the other side now, and then we're going to go onto the cover and do some modeling paste. Ooh, I'll show you why and what I mean in a second. Okay, so just before we head back to the cover, let's sew in the last signature together, starting in with the middle hole here. Now, I also put some pockets, so each of the signatures has a pocket on the front and also on the back, which I think looks so cool. So we're just going to pull that string through and then punch through our cover hole in the center. This is a 6 signature journal, so there is so many freaking pages. Up through the top hole, pull you out. push you through the middle there. See if we got it in the center. Where are you? Where'd you go? I miss you so. It's like it's been forever. Where did you go? Somewhere. Where the heck are you? There you are. Oh, you're perfectly in the center. That's what we want. So then now we want to go all the way down to the very bottom hole. Hopefully you guys can see that. This is such a big journal. So it's taken up the full frame. Pull our string. I need to loosen that a little bit. Get myself some more room. Okay, and then we want to go down into the bottom hole of our cover. The very last one. Flip over. And now we want to go back through to this center hole without going through this previous line of thread. We don't want to get our needle through that. We want to go right beside it, back out the middle, and then through that center hole as well. Okay, make sure it's not through our thread. It was a little bit. Put it on the other side so we both have a string either side of our main middle string. We're going to pull it up the top to tension it. Alright, like this, pulling nice and tight. We want to do a double knot now. 1, 2, and then we want to do bunny ears and double knot that as well. And now we have these super long tails. We're going to just cut those off a little bit. Ta-da! Wow, check that out. Holy shit. That is a really huge journal. Like, look at all of that writing space. How beautiful is that? Like, and the pages, so stunning. Like, look at that. Oh my gosh. There's also some A4 or A5 size pages in there as well. Oh, I'm in love. This is such a nice grimoire. So this journal is going to be basically blank on the inside. I will add a few things, a few journaling cards and stuff, but I really want it to just be more of like a blank grimoire so that way you can do whatever you want with it, essentially. So now, oh, he's a chunky boy. I love this so much. Okay, now we can work on the face. I have in this little bottle here some texture paste, so modeling paste and black acrylic paint. So let's just squeezy that around. Let's do a little tester, see how it comes out. Because what I want to do is add like a little bead around the outside of each of these eyes just to make them look like they're embedded in that skin-like fabric, or whatever you want to call it. Oh, this is not really working out for me, is it? Go! Ouch! It's not making its way. Oh, there we go. How does that come? Oh. Oh. Okay. Alright, we can work with that. Let's move that to the side. I'm freaking scared. Now I've got this really disgusting, shitty, like, rock solid brush. So we're going to use that. I am so nervous about how this is going to turn out. I do not want to wreck this journal. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, there's one. Should we like flatten it out and see if we can actually... Let's like flatten it out so it looks like it's, you know, meant to be there, you know what I'm saying? The colour is like perfect, if I do say so myself. So that way the eyes look a lot more embedded. I think that looks so freaking cool. Oh my god, okay. I'm just going to do one more with you guys on camera. Oh, this is freaking sick. Okay. I'm so happy with this squeezy bottle. This makes my life so much easier. Now the reason I decided not to go with the teeth idea is because I want to use that idea to do like a smaller tooth journal, like monster book, whereas I really thought like this one could be just a bit more different, you know. I like the idea that his name's Pebbles, like he's got a bit of a personality now. I thought it would just be like too spooky and icky to do it as with teeth on it, so I definitely will do that idea, just not on this journal. Oh man, this is so cool. Now, I struggled so freaking hard trying to find pebbles. I don't know why. I wanted like those small, rounded, little gray pebbles, and I couldn't find any. The most I could get was like these, and they're all random sizes. They're kind of smooth, but they're very chalky. I don't know why the hell, like, my hands are just stained white. Ooh, I'm flicking white stuff everywhere. I want to paint them though so they match his eye color. So they're going to be that gray. This is what I'm thinking though. I don't know. It's kind of random and it's kind of weird, but it is kind of cool still. I think I will stick these down. It kind of does look a bit like teeth in a weird way. It kind of looks like marshmallows as well, so I'm not really sure, but yeah, I'm gonna use some liquid nails and try and stick each of these down. It's gonna take me so freaking long, but yeah, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna paint it as well. Oh god. It's actually kind of perfect that the liquid nails is the same color as the thread that I've used. So it's kind of going to look like a gum, like his tooth gum, which I think is really awesome. Okay, you guys, hopefully you can see it, but Pebbles is looking freaking pretty darn nearly finished. I just need now to add our signature wax seal to the very bottom. Okay, now we can pour on our wax seal. That's a really good seal. I'm happy with that. Ta-da! Oh my gosh, you guys. That's looking so good. Okay, Pebbles is nice and dry. He's ready to start filling up with goodies. Now I have a whole bunch of these extra large like envelopes that I want to stick on some of the pages. Just because why not? So that way you've got extra little tuck spots and goodies as well. So let's stick this guy there. So we've got one. I'm going to put 2 per signature. Let's stick it on the edge here. Okay, so then that folds out. Let's go on to the cover. I'm going to leave that one. Put it over here. One. And we'll stick another one just randomly here. This journal has turned out super duper cool. I really love the way it's looking. Alrighty. Da. So there's going to be 2 envelopes per signature, and there's 6 signatures in this journal, so there's a lot of freaking pages. So I have these really cool Clover gold cards. They also have $100 bills on the back as well, which I think is so cool. So let's randomly stick these guys around the place as well. I'll stick one on this side. So there's 6 of them. That means that each signature will get one. How cool is that? Let's stick that on the edge here of this envelope. Bazinga here. I just thought the clothes would be perfect because obviously, like, his name's Pebbles, so you know, he's in the garden, you know, stuff like that. And clovers are in the garden, so I thought that worked really well. The last one now we're gonna stick just up here. Why not? Okay, now let's go to the front. I also have a whole bunch of other journaling cards that we're gonna stick in. I've got this, which is actually a little cup holder, like a little place card. I don't know what you want to call it, but I'm going to stick that in here. So you got a little goodie. Let's put our spider as well because, you know, why not? You can stick that guy there as well. Stick a big leaf there, maybe. Maybe we could stick him there. A crocodilian. Let's put that there. This journal is going to be pretty bare, in all honesty, because of the fact that I don't want to fill it up too much. This is a grimoire. It's already, like, hectic. There's so many pages in it. I just want to leave it pretty bare bones. That way whoever purchases it can really decorate it and fill it with whatever they want and they see fit. Let's put another spider at the back because spiders live underground. Let's stick you there. Let's just poke you here. I'm gonna just add some random paper clips so that way it's got paper clips for whoever needs it. Unfortunately, I don't have like any scary papers, so that's no good. I don't really have anything else to really add into this one. It is a monster book and it is a grimoire, so let's just add paper clips to all of these pages. That one's already got one. We'll add one here. Okay, he is now done. Oh my goodness, that looks freaking amazing. And because he's so heavy, like he doesn't need a closure because he pretty much holds himself shut. So we're just gonna leave him like this. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm so happy with how he's turned out. Hi, Pebbles. He looks so scary, but he's got the most cutest name. Oh my goodness, we have now finished our monster book. This is the third official monster book I believe that I have made as a part of Maddire's monster book collection. I'm so excited. He is going to be available for purchase, so head to the description box to get the relevant links to be able to claim him. He's so beautiful and he's a chunky boy, like, and he's heavy, like he's got some girth to him. I really loved this process. I stayed up until like 2 o'clock last night gluing on his little pebbles and completing a whole bunch of other projects. I've been so busy. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. If you haven't subscribed already, please do so. And don't forget to hit that bell icon as well. I'm usually really emotive with my hands, but I need 2 hands. Because he's like, I'm trying to balance him. He's kind of heavy. But I'm just so happy with how this has turned out. Hopefully you guys love it too. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Until next time, guys. Bye. Bye. Let's do a nice little photo shoot for this guy. Oh.